bracelet
Oh, yeah.
on Telegraph. I was hoping to get a hacky sack, even though no one's hacking right now. I feel like maybe
But you want to be
back.
ready if people do start
I mean, I'm going to
hacking.
have it with me, so.
Yeah, yeah. If it's with you, you can hack.
I know. We just need one other person. Actually, you don't need anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm
running kind of low on patches. Maybe.
Oh, I totally know where to get a patch on
Awesome.
Telegraph. But we're so lucky. Oh, everyone's here now. Okay, cool.
Oh, good.
We can start the show. Hi, everybody. You're watching Tharp World. I'm Allison Tharp.
I'm Allison OK Frost.
And we are doing our very special record store episode at Amoeba. This is Berkeley. We're on Telegraph. And we're really excited to go through the record store and just show you some of our favorite albums.
Definitely.
And just maybe do some art about music. So that would be really fun.
That'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, I love Telegraph. Such a nice day. And yeah, let's just go in and.
All right, let's go
Come
in.
on.
Come on.
Oh man, I love this song. It's so cool in here.
So cool in here.
So, I don't know, I guess I'm gonna start, the thing is, like, I'm kind of short on cash today, so maybe we should, like, go to the dollar bin.
Oh, I think the dollar bin is
Because
definitely
sometimes they have really good stuff there.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of my favorite bands from when I was younger, sadly, are now in the dollar bin, along with some of my favorite movies, which are on VHS.
Oh, I love VHS.
Me
It
too.
just has that, like, warm quality you
I
don't
love
get
the
from
FBI
DVD.
warning at the beginning. It's,
Oh, isn't that
it's
sweet?
just so threatening and so, it's so forceful. So yeah, I don't know. Let's just go check out the dollar bin. I mean, I've got about $20, so maybe I can get, sometimes they have a deal where you can get more than one or more than two for. I mean, CDs are, I think, kind of going out.
I think they're making a comeback.
You think so? I hope so.
I mean, I think they're riding sort of the tail fins of cassettes, which are totally back.
You're right. I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
But either way, I got $20, and I really want to pick up some new music for my car because it's an old car and it still has a CD player in it, and
Of course.
it doesn't work that well, but I can still play CDs. So.
Yeah, I just got my first car with a CD player in it. Up until now, it was all tapes. It was the Lost Boys soundtrack, for instance. I think I found a Scorpions tape somewhere.
That's good music. That's good driving music.
It is good driving music.
It makes you drive faster, though.
Yep. Yeah. So
It makes your heart beat fast. It makes my heart beat fast.
It does. It's very
What are the
European.
Scorpions? I don't know. Like, let's look for something. I don't know. Like, are the CDs over here? Is that where they are? They're over here.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm just gonna
just like
start
check it
looking.
out.
Ooh, is that a Magnapop?
Oh, Magnapop. Magnapop. It's only $1.99.
Oh my god. I for $1.99 I have to get the Magnapop.
Oh my god, you have to. I love them. Oh my god, it's Failure. What? It's Fantastic Planet in the dollar bin? That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. I don't know, Amoeba, what are you up to?
This is crazy.
What are you
the
up to?
album is so good.
It's so good.
Oh god, it's so good. Oh, let's look at the VHS.
Okay.
Oh, there's a couple good ones in here. There's like, oh, there's Mad Love. I like that movie.
That movie's so good. I took the poster from that movie to Supercuts and said, I need my hair
Did you
like
actually get it?
I actually got it,
I always wanted that haircut, but my hair wouldn't do it because my hair is too thick and it didn't look anything like her hair. And I was so mad because I still want that haircut. I love that haircut.
It's
I'm
a
really
good
jealous
haircut.
right now of you.
Oh.
And I have hair jealousy of you. Let's see. Oh, there's What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I like that one too.
Oh my god.
That was so cute and sweet.
Remember Leonardo DiCaprio before he was a heartthrob? Remember when he was just Johnny Depp's special needs little brother?
Special needs little brother, and he did a fantastic job. I couldn't really tell that he wasn't special.
I can't believe they didn't give him the Oscar.
They didn't?
They did not. He was nominated, and then they gave it to a grown-up.
He was robbed.
He was robbed.
That was a fantastic movie. Oh my God, look at that. It's like this big hole in the floor.
Oh.
Why? That's so dangerous. Like, why would they have just like a big hole in the floor?
I think that must be a health violation or something.
Completely. It's just like the floor is just like deteriorated. Look at it. It's
Ew,
weird.
kinda,
The floor is really squishy. Look at that.
That's weird.
I know. Like, I'm peeling some of the tiles away.
Oh.
It's kind of weird down there and kind of shiny. What is that shiny thing down there?
I don't know. It's kind of glittery and glowing.
It's glowing. It looks like pink glitter. Let's go look at what it is.
Okay.
That's so weird. Let's go look. Whoa! Oh my God! It keeps going.
It just goes and goes.
It keeps going. Whoa! This is so crazy.
Whoa! You gotta see what's down here.
Wow! Oh my God! Are those headphones? It's like somebody dropped their headphones down here. Is that a cassette tape?
I think it's a cassette tape. Oh, do you see those fuzzy dice?
Oh my God! Those are red fuzzy dice. Oh my God! There's a Coop sticker. It's a Devil Girl Coop sticker.
Oh, look at that pink winking cat.
Oh my gosh, it's that winking cat. She's so sassy.
She's so sassy.
Oh my God, this hole keeps just getting deeper and deeper.
Wow. Oh, Sassy Magazine.
Sassy Magazine, there's 17 magazine.
Oh my goodness.
This is so weird. Oh my God, it's an old Pokemon card.
Oh, wow.
That looks vintage. This is so crazy. Oh my God, I'm getting so dizzy. It's like we're spinning.
Yeah, it's like we're
oh my
spinning and spinning.
Oh my God, it's like a vertigo. It's so weird.
Oh, do you feel a little bit different?
I kind of do. I kind of feel like a little bit lightheaded.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's kind of warm in here.
It is a little warm in here.
But we're still an amoeba.
It looks exactly the same.
It looks exactly the same, except all of this stuff, there's no dollar bin.
Wait a minute, this Magnapop album is $16.99 now.
That's a total ripoff. That's crazy. Magnapop hasn't been cool in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, hi. We're trying to just figure out, what year is this? Okay. He said it's 1995. He's kind of a jerk. He was like,
that's crazy.
You know how they act in Amoeba when they're like, you're just not cool enough? Like nothing you like is cool enough?
Yes, I do know.
Like it doesn't matter what year it is, it's the same as it's always been.
It's still Amoeba Records.
But that means we're in 1995 right now.
I think we're gonna have to go incognito if we're in 1995.
Oh my God, we're in 1995. That means that we get to relive the 90s. It's real. Like the 90s size hole is real.
Now let's just pause for a second to tell our viewers about the 90s size hole.
Okay, it's folklore. I mean, I thought it was folklore. Like Bigfoot.
Yeah, I thought it was a metaphor.
I thought it was like the Bermuda Triangle. A metaphor, totally. But it's actually a real hole in the ground, and it exists in every one of us.
Yeah, I admit to having a 90s size hole in my heart. I miss the 90s. I can't lie. And you know what? I missed some of the 90s.
I have the same feelings. Yeah. I have a 90s size hole, and my 90s size hole can only be filled with things of the 90s.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any person out there that doesn't think about the 90s at least once a day.
No.
That doesn't exist.
No.
They will time travel in their minds back to the 90s to fill the 90s size hole, which can only be filled with 90s nostalgia, and we all know it's real.
Oh, it's real.
I mean, some people's holes are bigger than others. It's a fact. Mm-hmm. And they need more 90s. Mm-hmm. Like the whole island of Alameda.
Oh, yeah. They've got some sort of rockabilly 90s size hole.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I don't think it could ever be filled.
No.
I mean, you have to be careful with your 90s size hole not to fill it too fast with the 90s stuff.
You don't want to fill it with creepers.
Be discerning about what you fill it with.
Yeah.
I mean, control your thinking and fill it with wholesome things, and you will be nourished. It's actually real. And I'm so happy I get to actually be in the 90s and experience it kind of for the first time.
Yeah.
Because I kind of smoked half of it away.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of movies that came out or a lot of albums that came out. So it's really, really
either.
Cool to go back and just, I mean, this is a miracle.
This is a miracle, Allison.
It's like a dream come true. I mean, it's a dream come true. And our viewers, oh my gosh, you know what we have to do? Stop everything. We have to make a zine.
That's brilliant.
We have to make a zine about it.
We do. We definitely do.
Because now that we're in the 90s, we can decide what kind of career we want. And I think I want to be a slacker.
I think I want to make coffee and do zines.
I love it. We can just totally, completely start over. I have no ambitions. And I want to just sleep on the couch until about 1, work on my zine, and then go to band practice or not go to band practice.
Right. Sometimes you just want to miss band practice.
I think it's kind of cool to sort of miss it sometimes.
Yeah.
Then they miss you sometimes, and it's like cooler. I don't want to do anything except make my zine.
Yeah.
And pay my rent, which is $100 a month.
Oh yeah.
With my zine proceeds.
Totally.
I think that's just like the greatest idea ever.
I do too. I really do. I want to.
Oh, great.
I want to eat nothing but top ramen.
Oh, I like top ramen too. I
pretty
like
good.
Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
And I like those tacos from Jack in the Box that were like they were like $1 each.
Yeah, the 2 for 99
They
cent
are
dog
$1 each.
food
They're still.
tacos. They have inflation has not hit the Jack in the Box taco.
Thank God. And they have those Oreo cookie shakes. I mean, the 90s are awesome, and I'm so happy to be back.
And if you're feeling fancy, maybe you might have some mango salsa.
I love it.
I love mango salsa.
This is so special, but they're gonna know we're not from. They're gonna know that we're from the future, so we have to be in disguise.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna put on my disguise.
So like and you guys can, if you're watching, and you could help fix your hair so that you don't get discovered.
Yeah.
We're just gonna like put in our barrettes here.
Just put it in
Okay.
and back comb. I think a little back comb.
Yeah, your hair works so much better. Did I get it? Okay.
All right.
All right.
Are we here in the 90s?
Okay, we're here. You're totally in the 90s too.
Oh.
Okay, let's make our zine, you know?
Okay.
And if the greatest thing about it is you can page us if you want to be in our zine, because we're going to make it, we're going to write the story as we're doing the show. So you can email us, we probably won't get it.
No.
What is it, instant messaging?
Yeah, if you're on America Online, if you've got AOL Instant Messenger, then just go ahead and shoot us a message.
Yeah, that will work. If you want to call, the number's on the screen, and you can call us with your 90s stories. Tell us how you were in the 90s.
Tell us what you looked like,
Tell us
what you enjoyed,
like.
maybe some stuff you might have said.
Yeah, stuff you said, an embarrassing story, or truly like triumphant 90s story. We like that too. We're gonna start our zine, and we're gonna write you right into the zine. We have some people that have emailed us pictures ahead of time, which we are going to cut out and put in the zine as well. I'm so glad to be back in the 90s. It's good. Even the weather's better. I mean, it just feels lighter.
It is. Everything's lighter. Everything's better. The days start later. The days end later.
And there's so few people walking around in Berkeley. But there's a lot of like gutter punks everywhere.
There's still a lot of
punks. There's still a lot of gutter punks.
Yeah.
Maybe it hasn't changed as much as I thought.
No,
it's like a weekday, so there's just maybe everybody's actually. But you could choose to not have ambitions back then, which I love. You could do nothing with your life to achieve anything, and it was perfectly okay.
That was fine. You could be really into reruns.
Yeah.
Like that, your hobby could literally be network reruns.
It's so good. It was so good. You play the guitar, you watch reruns, you eat Taco Bell. Yeah. And that's enough. And then you work on your zine, which is what we're about to do. So we get to dive in and relive. Let's dive in.
Okay.
So we're going to write how this story went.
Yeah. So are we going to start with the cover, or should we do
the cover. Yeah, let's start with the cover.
Okay.
So here, we're going to do a zine for the show. This is our paper. We're going to do an actual magazine size. And we folded it in half. We're going to start with our cover. And probably our back cover. So we'll start this.
Yeah.
So this will be the cover part, and then.
So the cover needs to be on the right.
Like this. Like this. I'm dyslexic. Like this. So that's the cover, and then there's the back cover.
No. This is the cover.
That's the cover. That's the back cover. Awesome.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, me too. So you do the cover, I'll do the back cover.
Okay.
And we're calling our zine the 90s size whole because
yes, that's perfect, Allison.
There is not enough 90s to fill my 90s size
no.
hole. I can hope for it. I can look for it. I follow people on Instagram filling the void with 90s nostalgia, but it's still not enough. Until you actually go back to the 90s, it'll never be filled.
No, it won't.
And it's not like things aren't just as good. It's just different.
It's just different.
It was a little more wholesome.
It was.
It was a little more just wholesome. There was a lot more hacky sack, and just there was time to waste.
There was a fair amount of wiffle ball.
Yeah, there was. That was weird.
Yeah.
That was so weird. I'm just gonna on the back of our zine, I'm just gonna draw some of my favorite pastimes of the 90s. Since I grew up in the Central Valley of California, we were not cool, and so hacky stacking probably went on way too long. I probably didn't until a few years ago. And it was just, and then what else was there that we loved?
Let's see.
Clippies. You know, people are going to think that because I have this phone and I'm going to answer it, that we're witches.
Probably, but you know what? It was okay to be a witch in the 90s.
I have an idea. Let's start a coven.
Let's do it. We only need 2 more.
We need 4?
I think 3 would work, but you gotta hit all the directions, right?
Oh my God, you're so right. So we're looking for girls to be in our coven.
All right, go ahead and call in
if you're
feeling a little witchy.
If you want to do some Wicca with us, then please call. We need a couple more girls to be in our coven. It doesn't take much. You just have to read a little bit of, literature. Actually, you don't even need to do that. Just watch The Craft, that movie.
Yeah,
that'll show you
that's
everything.
Everything you need to know. Maybe burn some stuff. Can we
wear
black? Increase the eyeliner. Why the hell not?
Increase the eyeliner. Wear some velvet because we loved velvet back then. So velvet is real. I wish I had some velvet now. Oh my God.
Oh, are we getting our first call?
I'm getting a page. Hello, you're in the 90s and you're on Tharp World. Who's this? Oh wait, well hold on, I gotta put you on speaker. Julie. Oh, it's Julie.
Yeah.
Hey.
Julie, coincidentally, we've been looking for a third to join our coven.
Do you want to be in our coven?
I just saw that, and that's the reason that I'm calling.
Oh.
I really wanted your 90s coven.
Okay, cool. Can you be the direction of water? Is that okay?
I can.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
a very good swimmer.
Cool.
It's fine.
Good. Okay, that
As
would
long
be.
as you guys want to be my friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, totally.
It's the 90s, so basically anything that I can do to make you guys be my friend, I'll try.
I know. I feel like my friends actually don't like me, so I have to act out so that they look at me and pay attention to me.
Yeah.
So we're agreed that all of us pretty much don't like each other, but
not if
only
we're
want the other
friends,
people to
no.
like us.
No, we don't like each other really, but we kind of need to hang out. Otherwise, people think we're loners.
Ooh.
And I don't want to be a loner.
Exactly.
Is it okay that?
Well, and you guys smoke, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally. I mean, a lot. I smoke all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to suggest that
Periodically,
maybe
I
you
quit
put
and smoke cloves.
Yeah, I smoke cloves sometimes too.
Well,
Yeah.
I was just going to say that clove cigarettes need to be an interest in this 90s size hole because
Oh my God.
I don't think I've smoked a clove cigarette since at least 1999 at the latest.
Okay, we're gonna put cloves up
I
here
think
on
they
the
actually
cover.
disappeared off of the face of the earth in 2000.
I think they make your lungs bleed, and I think
They actually do.
they
I can
outlawed them in
attest to that.
they outlawed them in New Mexico. I think in Socorro, New Mexico, they got outlawed
Interesting.
because the mayor's son I think died. That's a myth. But I mean I've been remembering that since the 90s. But yeah, cloves and cigarettes, always,
Clove
everyone.
cigarettes are wonderful, and that's we have to smoke them in the beginning of our witches ritual every time we get together.
It's kind of like the rite of like when we open the circle.
Yeah.
We have to create that smoke so that we can walk through the gates.
Absolutely. But here's the problem with this.
What?
Since I'm a person from the future.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened in the 90s, if we're going to be into witchcraft, is somebody might accuse us of a terrible murder that we didn't commit.
Oh. Isn't that the Satanists?
I thought that was like the Norwegian black metalers that did that stuff, like the burning churches.
That was the kid from Arkansas, West Memphis 3.
Dude, that's really scary. We should keep our witchcraft like on the down low.
Yeah.
We shouldn't like just go around talking about it like now, like in the future where people just like have, gatherings in like people's park and just parade around like it's no big deal. Like back like right now in the 90s, that's like a dangerous thing to do.
It is a dangerous thing to do.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
You're kind of wearing a
if you
necklace.
guys can find a way to get out of the 90s, we'll talk about it, but keep that quiet.
It's really true. I'm just gonna write that. I'm just gonna make a pentagram down here to just remind us like how sacred it is like now in the future.
Yeah. Now that we can enjoy our Satanism.
How lucky we are to have that freedom.
Well,
Incredible.
if you guys need a really good 90s story for you, I believe I've already sent you in anticipation of your 90s time travel. Picture of my senior prom.
Yes, we did see that picture. He was an ex-con, right?
He was, and I recently did some in the future there's a thing called Google.
Oh.
And I Googled him today, and I found his more current mugshots.
Oh my God, that is so fun. How is he? Does he still have hair? How's his hair?
He does. He's graying at the temples. He's gained quite a bit of weight,
Nice.
and he's been arrested for stalking.
Oh wow, he's still really devoted.
He's living for the 90s.
Stalking was so huge in the 90s.
Huge.
Every girl
I feel like that is a really 90s pride.
every girl secretly wanted a stalker.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, I know I did.
I did too.
And then I kind of got one, and it was scary.
With
in
that
a detail that doesn't really show in that picture that I feel is important for your artwork is my dress was actually navy blue, and I got laces for my Doc Martens that match the dress.
God, that's cool.
So I have blue laces in my 8-eyelet Doc Marten boots to match my navy blue dress that cost $20 at JCPenney.
That's where I got my slip dress too, is JCPenney's. That's amazing. What an amazing picture. I'm so glad that you documented it.
So can we talk a little bit, as long as we're in the 90s and we're talking about important topical issues, can we talk about different colored laces in the Doc Martens? Because I remember there being some controversy and some...
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember
Absolutely.
that. Like, you got to be careful.
That you're racist?
Yes, you got to be careful what laces you put in your dogs.
Yeah, and also if you like boys, you got to be careful of what color laces they have in their dogs.
Really?
Oh,
I think so.
I didn't know about that. That would explain a lot of trouble that I had.
Yeah, I think so. I think the white lace guys were okay, but not the yellow lace guys. Does that sound right, Julie?
No, the white lace guys were bad.
Oh.
Our little
That's what I
backwoods
thought.
farm town did not know that, and I wish I would have known that. Don't forget Pulp Fiction. This is a Royale with cheese right here.
Well, thanks, ladies. I look forward to seeing your zine, and I hope other people call in.
We're gonna put you in the zine.
We sure are, and come by the gallery for a complimentary copy once we're finished.
It's gonna be complimentary because you helped us so much, and you reminded us.
I can't wait. Make sure you do my roots really, really good in the center part.
Yeah.
I want those to be really distinct.
The roots are gonna be crystal
the
clear.
Roots, can we put the roots on the back page?
Yeah,
that was
roots.
a really important part of the 90s.
Totally.
All right,
oh,
well,
man.
good luck. I hope that you can find a way to travel out of the 90s and come back.
Well, we'll work on it, but we kind of like it here.
Yeah, I think we're good, Julie.
I kind of like not having to have a job. It's pretty great. I slack is what I do. It's pretty nice.
I understand.
So we'll try to find that hole that takes us back, like the 2015 size hole, but I don't know where I'm gonna find that.
Yeah, definitely not in my
I wonder if
heart.
they can even connect.
If they can even connect, the questions are.
Maybe the more you fill your 90s size hole, the closer you'll get to 2015.
What a beautiful sentiment.
I kind of like that idea, but I mean, we're just gonna have to really, really search and dig deep, and we're gonna need help. We're gonna need help from the viewers to help us.
You are.
To help us, remember, because we don't. Me and Allison, we don't remember a lot of the 90s, and that's why we're so excited to be here. So we need help. We need help to remember.
I don't remember a lot of the 90s either, but I think the other thing that's important is I'm from the Midwest 90s, so that's like time and distance travel.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely we had some 2 for 99-cent Jack in the Box tacos. We echoed that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think you were allowed to smoke at my school.
Wow,
So
we had to
didn't
smoke
have
at the
hide.
park. Oh man.
I don't know. Did your school have security badges in your high school?
Man, we had actual police officers at my high school, and some of the substitutes had bulletproof vests. It was a rough town.
Were you guys allowed to wear red or blue?
We couldn't wear red or blue, and there was random drug searches. We'd all get called out of the classroom, lined up against a wall, and the drug dog would sniff us out. This
I'm
is
not
Stockton.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I went to a special high school.
You went to the special high school?
I went to a special high school.
Was it the portable outside, like for pregnant and or kids with learning disabilities?
It was on a college campus.
Whoa, that's so different. Oh my God! But all of our '90s stories are valid and important.
They are.
And they all help piece the puzzle together.
Yes.
Well, I'm hoping that you guys are going to get a good prank call because that's something that I was really good at and I can't get to anymore.
Who's gonna prank call us?
Oh my God! On a '90s show,
I don't know.
On a
Pretty
90s show, you
much.
have to prank call.
All right, so we're
You
putting
do.
that out there, people of the future. Prank call us. We're waiting for it.
We're waiting for that prank call. It can be
All right.
it can be anything,
Yeah, our refrigerator is definitely running.
everything. You can do a funny
And you can call in
accent.
a bomb threat safely because it was before 9/11.
Oh my God! It was so.
Oh my God! Did you guys know kids in junior high and high school called in bomb threats when they had a math test?
No,
Yeah.
that is
My friend used to get
crazy. Can you imagine if that happened in the future?
If that happened in the future, you would get your door kicked down and the SWAT team would shoot you and your whole family dead.
They would put a black bag on your head and they'd never see you again. You'd be loaded into a van and that would be the end of it.
Oh my God, the future's terrifying.
The future is so scary, you guys. It's so scary. Thanks
It's the 90s.
for reminding us of
Thanks
that.
for connecting me to your 90 size hole through this phone call.
I hope that
We'll
it did
free
a
up
little
the
bit of
lines so you
filling.
can get other.
Oh, thank you so much for calling. Thanks for being in our coven.
All right, yeah, see you at the
You're
next.
welcome. Bye.
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 We'll see her at the next gathering.
Your call has ended.
Okay, thank
Oh,
you.
good.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I totally forgot that the bomb threats were completely okay to do.
That was mischief. Remember mischief?
They don't have that anymore. Get arrested
Now they have
now.
violent language and
Jail time. I'm so happy to be back in the 90s. It's so innocent. It's so innocent
it
here.
really is.
Mm.
It really is.
And Starbucks are kind of hard to find, so.
Oh yeah, yeah they are.
This is so fun.
This is really, really fun.
See, this is what I want to do for a living. I just want to make zines and then go home and watch some reruns.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Man. This is great. Oh, and then let's see. Oh, don't forget all the piercings. Like, we were piercing everything.
Yes,
at our
we
friend's
certainly-
house,
Yeah.
which is why I got a staph infection.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I got the gauge enlarged on my tongue piercing, without any sort of equipment or autoclave. Is that what we call it in
That's
the
what
future?
they sterilize things
Yeah,
with.
no, not in my world.
That's why we got all kinds of nasty infections.
Oh yes.
The 90s were not a sanitary time.
Yeah, remember scabies couches?
Do I ever? Do I ever? That was it was a rite of passage for punk rockers and really dirty people.
Really, any dirty people, ravers.
Dirty hippies.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was kind of dirty back then.
Oh yeah, we were gross.
We really were gross.
Yeah.
I remember going in, that's when Jelly Bellies first came out too, like all the jelly beans, the different flavors.
Oh right.
And I was basically obsessed with the jelly beans. I'd go into Safeway or wherever and just eat them out of the bins.
Yes.
And then one time this drunk guy was there and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning or something and he's told me that the pear flavor were the best and he was so right.
They're so good. I remember the pear flavored. So I was living in Hollywood for most of the 90s. And in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard, there was a 24-hour Home Depot across the street from a 24-hour laundromat.
Whoa.
Yes.
That was an adventure in itself every night.
It certainly was. And I was there many, many nights doing laundry or working on projects. I needed stuff for my projects at 4 in the morning. Where
Amazing.
are you going to go? 24-hour Home Depot.
Wow. Hollywood sounds awesome.
It was pretty special.
Oh, velvet. Remember velvet baby doll dresses?
Yes.
They made everybody look a little bit pregnant. They're really unflattering.
Really unflattering. I kind of want one.
I do too. I want to own velvet, but I'm really sensitive about being ridiculed by my coworkers.
That's fair. That's
they already
reasonable.
make fun of how 90s I am.
So I just want to clarify, when you say velvet, do you mean standard or crushed?
Crushed, of course.
Crushed. Okay, good. I'm glad we
I had
cleared
a
that up.
beautiful journal that was covered in purple crushed velvet, and it was my favorite.
So does crushed velvet come in other colors besides purple
I don't
and
think
burgundy?
So. No.
No? Okay. Just
No.
clarifying.
No. Oh God, so there's everything.
All right. So I'm almost done with my part of the
looks
coat.
great.
It looks pretty good.
So we're gonna have this zine for sale at the Compound Gallery, and you guys can come down and get it when we're done.
Yeah. Since it's the 90s, should we price it at $1 plus 2 stamps or trade?
Yes.
Okay.
$1 plus 2 stamps
Or trade.
What would they trade for?
Scape
Or another zine?
or another zine, I think, or a cassette tape, a mixtape.
Ooh. Oh, the mixtapes were so romantic.
They were so romantic.
God, that was such an awesome thing. That was a true gift when someone would make you a mixtape. Unless you totally weren't into them, and then it was horrible.
A little bit embarrassing.
It was horrible, especially if your friends saw. That would just be a disaster.
Oh.
Because they don't really like you, and you don't really like them.
Right. They're just looking for a way to humiliate you.
Always.
I had a friend in high school who didn't thrift, and she went out one weekend and bought like a whole new wardrobe that looked just like all of our wardrobes at Urban Outfitters.
I have no words for that.
How could she? What was she thinking?
Oh God, I just don't even know how we dealt with it. I'm so glad I get to do it all over again with all the knowledge that I have gained going through the 2000s.
Although I have to say, in the 20 minutes or so that we've been in 1995, I'm beginning to forget the 2000s.
I am too, which is really scary.
It is kind of scary. What if we forget to even look for the return hole?
I won't be too upset, I don't think. Because everybody that we love is here. We just have to find them. Except it would probably be illegal if we, like our husbands would be too young for us. They would be in grade school or something.
Right. No, I mean.
No, mine would actually be of age.
I think mine turned 18 in 92.
It's
so
legal.
It's legal.
We just have to find them. We have to find them. Mine is, I think, in Santa Barbara.
I think mine is in Santa Cruz.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm going to Santa Cruz.
I don't know about that. It's going to be kind of dirty and kind of boring.
A little crusty and a little creepy, and there might be vampires.
Totally. Well, there will be vampires playing that role-playing game that where they dress up like vampires and do like live-action role-play.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how everybody was obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas? But
Yes.
but it also led to like everyone was doing some kind of magic, which is so weird. Like different
You mean
kinds
like
of
Magic the Gathering?
that, and like just magical groups that would do spells and also have
Yes.
rituals. It was really, the 90s were a very magical time.
They really were.
Remember all the fairies?
Oh, yeah.
Fairies, and it was mystical.
It was mystical.
It was mystical. Fairies were in, glitter.
Oh my God.
And this is just all stuff that I can recall. There's so many things I'm forgetting.
Yeah, if you're out there watching from the future and you remember the 90s, go ahead and give us a page. Let us know what you remember that we've blocked out.
That we just completely, forgot, because there was a lot on our minds.
There was a lot on our
Being
mind.
a young lady in the 90s, you have a lot on your mind. There's a lot of pressures, a lot of social pressures. Not like now, or, the 2015s.
Yeah.
It was different. Don't forget all the glitter.
Oh, I can't forget all the glitter. I had glow-in-the-dark stars on the roof of my Toyota Camry.
That's so much better than what I had. I had a Honda Accord and there was a sunroof that leaked. I had no stars in my Honda, but I had stars in my room.
Yeah, of course.
But that's such a rad idea. If we were friends back, or maybe we can find like our younger selves like somewhere in Amoeba.
Them up? God. Make them friend one another.
Yeah, and maybe they would hate each other though.
Probably.
Because I hated most other girls at that time.
Yeah.
So that kid is probably not going to be the best friend, but we can at least try.
Yeah, why not? All we can do is bring the horse to water.
That's right. Don't forget the baggy jeans.
If
The
only,
baggier the better.
If only I could forget them.
Skinny jeans were not a thing. I mean, if you wore skinny jeans at my high school, they would make so much fun of you. They'd call them butt huggers. They'd say that you're into butt rock. And that was really humiliating because I was not into butt rock at all. MySpace. Do you remember MySpace?
I don't think that was the 90s.
It wasn't, but a viewer wanted to know if we remember MySpace, which I don't, because I'm starting to forget everything except
everything
the 90s.
That happened after the 90s. So no. I remember college radio.
Yeah, I do too. College radio was cool. I remember going to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh.
I know that predates the 90s, but
it was there. It was there in the 90s. I went once. Sometimes I get a little uncomfortable when people express themselves. And
yeah,
it
can be awkward when they are very emotional.
Yeah, or, I mean, even if they're just excited about. I mean, in my 90s, it was not okay to be excited about anything, even if that thing was some weird movie from the 70s about transvestites. Like, you had to be bored by everything, or you were a loser.
Yeah.
You were a loser.
Yeah, you would have thought I was such a loser because I was such a drama nerd and was excited about everything.
Yeah.
And also wanted to be the center of attention all the time. So we would have not been. We would have not been very. You would have thought us total dork, total dorcas.
That's so sad.
I know. But maybe we can still hook up those kids. You know, they can go thrift store shopping.
Yeah. You didn't buy your clothes at Urban Outfitters.
No, I didn't. I went to the Goodwill out on Wilson Way, which was where the scariest people all of Stockton hung out. So you can only imagine how terrified our parents would have been when that we were going. So look at this. This is a pretty good description of what is happening. Maybe we should go into the comic. Let's go into it. So now we're going to write the comic as it goes.
Yeah. So this is a new one for me first. I did do comics and zines in the 90s. You may remember. But I have never done an impromptu comic. So
this is written and illustrated as we speak and as we go. And we can cut out some of our guys, like some of our pictures. Oh, wait. Somebody wants to be in the zine.
yeah.
We got a page. Hello, you're in the 90s, and this is Tharp World. Who's this? This guy sounds high.
Oh my God.
It does sound high.
I'm so glad I got you guys on the line. Oh, I love you guys. When you're on TV on the internet, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Yeah. This is Candy Raver Dave.
Candy Raver Dave?
Hi, Candy Raver
Yeah.
Dave.
Hi, Candy Raver Dave.
I'm candy flipping so hard right now.
Oh, wow. I remember candy flipping.
He's candy flipping. Can we turn the music down a little?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time hearing Candy Raver Dave. His connection's
Okay,
not
hold
so
on.
good.
I'll turn the music.
Oh no, that's better. We were playing music really loud.
So I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
while we're talking, I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing Candy Raver Dave.
Candy Raver Dave, how's your night? What are you up to?
Oh, it's so good. There's just so much sense of community at the rave. Everyone's just dancing and like you feel the music, like the earth's vibrating up into your body and moving it. And there's just a lot of love for everybody.
Yeah.
Candy
It's
Raver
really
Dave,
good.
that's a beautiful image. That's such a beautiful image. Are you actually in the 90s right now with us?
Yeah. I knew the show was going to be on, so I told my friend Jessica to page me when it was time to call, and she paged me.
Wow.
She's the best. She's so good.
Oh,
She's just the best.
Candy Raver Dave is so positive.
He really is.
That's a beautiful thing. You have such a great attitude for people. You must have taken something earlier today.
Well, he's candy flipping.
Oh.
So for those of you who weren't at raves in the 90s, I would just like to go ahead and explain that,
explain it.
So to candy flip is to consume both LSD and MDMA at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. That's crazy. You must be very excited right now. I'm feeling good.
I'm not even on a phone. I'm communicating with you with my mind right now.
Oh my God. This guy is awesome. Is it okay if we invite
so much.
Wow.
I did so much acid, I fell through like a time whirlpool filled with love, and that's why we can communicate with each other, even though we're in different decades.
I'm going to draw that right now. I love that there was a big time warp.
Hey, I'm sorry. My friend Greg says there's a cuddle puddle. I have to go be in a cuddle puddle now.
Really?
I love you guys so much.
We love you, Candy Raver Dave.
Thanks, Candy Raver Dave. You're going to be a main character in our comic.
Oh, I can't wait to read your comic book. I have to wait like 25 years, though, because it'll come out in your time, and then I'm in my time, so I'll probably be like 40, I'll be like 100 years old in 2000.
Yeah, so just come by the gallery in 25 years.
Yeah, it'll be waiting for you.
It'll be waiting for you, a copy.
I've done a lot of Molly. I don't think I'm going to remember any of it.
You probably won't, but we'll remember you, and you'll be immortalized in the scene.
Okay, yeah. Can you just page me when the comic book comes out?
Absolutely, we will.
Sure. We'll page you 911 so you know it's important.
911, don't lose your pager tonight.
Awesome.
Don't lose your pager in the cuddle puddle, because sometimes people in the cuddle puddle have sticky fingers, and they try to steal your pager. And you know what happens when someone steals your pager.
No one can reach you.
No one can reach you.
The scene's getting, it's actually 19, it's getting a little dark. It used to be a lot cooler, now there's some darker characters coming in. It's not about the plur anymore. It's about taking too many drugs, but it's really about stealing the music.
Yeah, feeling the music and just being positive and just loving everyone. And I love that you went through, this beautiful heart into this heaven space where you communicated with us through your mind. That was so nice.
I have to go touch this girl's hair right now, but I'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
All right, bye, Candy Raver Dave.
Thanks, Candy Raver Dave.
Okay, have a nice night.
Okay, thanks. You too. Be safe. Bye. Oh my gosh.
He was real special.
God, he was a really great guy. So sweet. I hope he doesn't lose his pager. I'm going to draw him going right through. I was hanging out more in the punk scene, and I never went to a rave except for one time, and it scared me. And it was in someone's house in Stockton, in this neighborhood, and I saw a couple kids from high school, but I was kind of turned off by the music. It was really crowded. I wasn't able to hang. It wasn't my scene.
Yeah.
But I was always fascinated by it. I love the colors.
The colors
I just felt like I didn't belong.
Fun. Yeah. You might not have been on enough drugs, or maybe just not the right ones.
I don't think it was the right ones.
Yeah.
I think it just was maybe I was just like too uptight, which is kind of what I think was the case.
Oh wait, I think you should be wearing a backpack, probably.
Attention Amoeba shoppers.
Whoa.
The store will be closing in 15 minutes.
Oh man.
I know Amoeba stays open late, but I guess they're closing a little bit early. All of the employees like to probably go out and drink together.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, this is Candy Raver Dave, like going into the. He's going into this like heaven space. Whoops. So we have all the genres of the 90s. We had the ravers, we had the 90s punks, which is what my group was. Like, we went to a lot of ska shows.
Oh, I remember the ska shows.
My very first show was 7 Seconds, and it was at the Stockton Fairgrounds, which was one of the scariest places, but I felt so cool going there.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to wear. I had complete fashion paranoia.
Of course.
But it changed my life.
All right, so here's Candy Raver Dave.
So right now, we're just illustrating the characters that are going to be in the zine. So we're introducing them kind of like, you know, the intro to a sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so good. Ah, these little toys.
That's a
great.
Tickle Me Elmo. Wait, maybe I should do shake lines so you can tell.
Remember, and they would like sometimes Barney, they'd have like a Barney keychain. The big purple dinosaur. Do you remember that guy? I don't even remember how to draw him.
I think we could get close enough.
It kind of looks like this.
Man, that's beautiful, Allison. Oh my God.
Like on a keychain.
Yeah.
Like with with keys. I don't know. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
And I just remember the huge pants.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe I haven't been able to express them properly. Here, I'll give them an insert.
Give them an insert. My brother was just talking about that the other day. So let's illustrate some hairstyles.
Oh,
some awesome hairstyles. We had some contributors, and we thank you so much for.
Oh my gosh, can we do Yuki's?
Yuki's, and let's do Hunter's too. We've
Yeah.
got a couple of awesome 90s hairstyles. So let's show, like, some of the viewers have sent these pictures in. Can you see? This is Yuki. These are the mini braids. She has incredible mini braids, such thick hair. I mean, this is the style. It's kind of Bjork-esque.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. We all wanted it. Very few of us could do it on ourselves.
I just didn't have enough hair.
I just didn't have the patience. My ADD, it just wasn't. I just get halfway done and I'm like, okay, screw it.
Yeah.
And then this is Hunter. This is a great example of 90s punk. We have the chains, we have the baggy pants because nobody was doing skinny jeans back then.
Don't pretend, people of the future, like you've been wearing skinny jeans since the 90s because we know it's not true.
You were not. You were skater punks.
You were wearing some baggy 501s, if not 517s.
Exactly. So this depicts perfectly 90s punk. You got a mohawk, baggy jeans, chains, like those ball chains. What do you call those things? They're like you get them at Home Depot. It's like this. Those were very popular. So we have two popular looks.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with this one here. If you'll tackle Yuki.
I'm gonna tackle Yuki.
All right.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go back to my brush. I like working with the brush.
Awesome. I'm in with the Sharpie right now. So
Sharpies, I feel like, were a really big part of the 90s.
Definitely.
Ooh, remember the sideburns?
Oh, yes.
Because it wasn't...
Yes, I do remember them. That was a cute look. Guys don't do that anymore so much.
Yeah.
Except in Alameda where rockabillys go to retire.
Right. Retire from
I don't know what they do for a living. Do you?
I don't know.
I don't know what they do for a living. But the whole island of Alameda can be a beautiful time traveling piece. If you're anywhere near there, I highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah, fill your 90s sized hole in Alameda.
You can't get enough there. But it's definitely rockabilly 90s, which I kind of skated on the outside of the rockabilly 90s scene there. There were some really scary girls in my town that were those rockabilly girls with the really high arched eyebrows.
Right.
And they were big girls and they were mean and they wanted to fight me. And I was scared of them, but then later they just didn't fight me. And I don't know why they wanted to fight me. It was just like they always wanted to fight somebody. They were scary anyway.
That's interesting.
They wouldn't let me in their group and that was fine.
Right.
But everybody
They had such elaborate hairstyles, didn't they?
Oh, I know.
That wasn't achievable for me.
Mm-mm.
I didn't have much patience, or a blow dryer for that matter.
I was afraid of those eyebrows. They look like they were gonna like jump out and grab you.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I had some pretty scary eyebrows in the 90's.
Did you really?
Tell
Tell us about them.
Well, they were very, very thin, and they didn't go very far. They were about maybe half an inch long, but in that half inch, they tapered quite a bit from a wide, you know, from this wide to a point.
Like you were always glaring?
I was always glaring, but I don't think that the eyebrows helped alleviate that situation.
I don't even think that I was aware that I had eyebrows.
Yeah.
Maybe 1998. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to them. My hair, on the other hand, I care deeply about. And I had so many hairstyles. Usually very, very short, but in different, all kinds of different configurations.
Oh yeah.
At one point, I in the very late 90's, I had dreadlocks. I did. Which I'm ashamed to admit, but it's true.
I had waist length braids, like about 1,000 braids.
Whoa.
Yeah, that wasn't even part of the 90's. I just thought that was cool.
When did you get those?
I guess that would be like 98 or so.
Whoa, that was a rough year. That was actually a rough year.
Hair-wise?
Yeah. For me.
Yeah.
That was when the dreadlocks kind of started growing, and then they just kind of progressed.
Took on a life of their own.
Then I bleached them, and then they started falling out.
Right. Yeah.
And then there was the dreaded mohawk, which only lasted for one day, and then I cut them all off because it was too much.
I get that.
It was too much. That's when hair kind of takes over your life.
Yeah.
It's a rough time when your hair like dictates your happiness and sadness.
Is it a rough time or is it a simpler time?
Simpler, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's a problem you can solve. Sort of like needing a cigarette. In the 90's, I often needed a cigarette.
Yeah, I totally agree. Or coffee. I was still addicted to coffee completely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good picture. I love that. I love how the braids had like a mind of their own, like a sea creature.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. It's so whimsical.
Just like everything back then. Simpler times. Oh my gosh. So much simpler. But in a way, more complicated too, because there was absolutely no good like reasoning skills whatsoever and no common sense involved. Because when
Not in my life, no.
Because when you're a child, your brain's not developed completely, and you make really dumb choices.
Some of which actually affect the development of your brain.
Yes. Yes, it's true. Remember maroon lipstick, that dark lipstick?
Yes, I sure do. And Vamp nail polish.
Oh, yeah.
So good. And pastel nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And when you had to order something obscure, like if you wanted some, punk record or CD, you'd have to go to the record store, and actually they'd have to order it for you because Amazon.com didn't exist.
Right, yeah.
And it was hard to find certain things.
It was. That was true for a while.
You
like
had to look
if
for
you
stuff.
weren't in the same city as the person making the music that you liked, you might not be able to get it.
That's true. So you had to buy CDs and tapes at the show.
Yeah.
Same with T-shirts. It became like a lot more precious, It was more of a...
sure. Do you remember Tortoise and how they would only sell their records at the shows?
No.
And they would only sell like the current record too. It was the best marketing ever, except that it was Tortoise and nobody,
No one could, care less, but...
Right. I mean, could 100 Tortoise fans be wrong?
At least they have 100 fans. That's kind of a lot.
Yeah, how many viewers do we have tonight?
I don't know, like 100?
Probably
50?
Probably like 160.
I think maybe like 200.
Probably.
It's probably a slow night, so we probably have like 200.
Yeah.
They're all getting their 90 size hole filled right now, so that's why they're not calling, because they're just like sitting back and just
they're filling. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and fill the hole.
I know, like they should use protection though, because if you go into the 90s just like completely with unprepared, you may get stuck there for a while. Like tomorrow you're gonna be thinking about it. You're gonna have like memories of that are just popping up all over the place. Try to do your work, try to type, try to be in your cubicle.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, oh my God, simpler times.
Yeah, you'll be humming Velocity Girl songs.
Super distracted. You'll be just thinking about all your favorite scenes, like, in Swingers. You'll be quoting Pulp Fiction all over the place.
Oh,
and
yeah.
finding yourself putting on a suit like Reservoir Dogs to go to work, and be like, oh, I don't need to wear this. I work for Facebook. I don't need to wear this.
Right.
But how awesome is it to wear that suit?
It's pretty cool. Wear the suit, guys.
Just wear the suit. You look good in the suit. Nice. These are our characters. So I know that we're going to be here for a while because I don't really feel like going home.
No.
So I think maybe in our next episode we should go to Kinko's and actually start like working on like writing the comic.
I think that's such a great idea.
Now that we're introducing the characters in the comic, they can actually start interacting. Oh, there's a couple more too that we haven't like put in, but that's really good.
Yeah,
that's really descriptive.
So for those of you who would like to be included in our comic, go ahead and email us. If you're emailing from the 90s, it's going to be tharpworld@aol.com. If you're emailing from 2015, it'll be tharpworld@gmail.com. So
a little bit different.
Little different.
It's a little bit different, but I think you guys can handle that. Just write it down so that you don't forget.
Right.
And that would be great. Send us your pictures. We will put you right into the zine. Be working on it for the next few Tharp Worlds. So that will be so exciting because I don't have a job and I can just do this now.
Yeah, I make coffee for 3 hours every morning.
I like how you give me free coffee.
Yeah, I give most people free coffee.
I like that because I don't have any money.
No.
But I could give you a cigarette, maybe.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
If you could give me a cigarette, maybe some scabies from your couch.
Yeah, you can come to my boyfriend's. You can come to the practice if you want, and like watch them practice in their band.
Oh yeah. I always refuse to do that for boyfriends in the 90s.
I do it because I don't have a lot of self-esteem. So.
Oh, I see. I also wouldn't go to Guitar Center. I lived in Hollywood. I wouldn't go to Guitar Center with boys.
Oh yeah, because you're the cool one for sure. I would totally go. But that's why we're friends, because we're different.
Yeah.
And that's why we make a good comic book team.
It's true. We can complement. Look how well these pages complement each other. Like that is a 90s spread.
Totally.
Welcome to the 90s.
Hunter and Yuki, welcome to the 90s. We're about to go on an adventure of a lifetime. We should write their names though.
Okay.
Write that so that everyone will know.
Yeah.
And next we'll draw ourselves. It's too bad that our episode can't be like 5 hours long.
I think everyone's wishing our episode could be 5 hours long.
I know.
Luckily we have days and weeks and months to stay in the 90s if we want.
We don't even have to go home.
We don't really have to go home. Do you have anything at home you need to be there for?
I don't do anything. I just sit on the couch and mostly just, drink Diet Coke.
Oh, I love Diet Coke.
I pretty much live on it.
I like Diet Coke because after you're done with the can, you can turn it into a pipe.
Oh, totally. Because that does not affect your brain at all. It's totally safe. Completely safe,
Yeah.
And it's it's cheaper and it's convenient.
It's convenient. It's a little bit of a waste of pot. Like sometimes pot snobs get a little mad about, remember pot snobs?
Yeah, I do. What is that? Where are they now? you know.
I think maybe they're medical marijuana snobs.
Probably. They're probably very wealthy, making a good living. In Oakland, somewhere like Oaksterdam or wherever. They're probably quite wealthy now. I remember that. It just like made everything really kind of a bummer, you know?
Yeah.
It was kind of a bummer.
You know what I found out in 2015? Apparently there's a difference between medical grade nitrous oxide, like you would get at the dentist, and automotive nitrous oxide you could buy at like a specialty racing garage in Whittier, for instance.
What about the little canisters that you can get
the
at the liquor
Whippets?
store or at the porn store?
I think those are a little bit closer to automotive, not designed apparently for human consumption.
Oh no? Because that was like a Valentine's present from my high school boyfriend.
Oh,
it
that's
was really
so
romantic.
Sweet. That's really romantic.
I
He
know.
must have gone to the sex store to get it.
He did. He went to the porn shop like on the outskirts of town, because that's
Wow.
what they would sell to, you know, to the young ones.
Yeah.
It was a really classy place. The 90s were an interesting time. I'm so glad to be back there as I am now.
Yes.
Look at all those braids. This is going to be amazing.
It's already amazing.
It's already amazing. So we have our characters. We already have 3 characters. And
not to mention us.
And us, of course. So there's, and we have some others too that we didn't get to draw on there, like
Right. Oh my goodness! And we didn't get our caller Julie drawn yet.
Oh, we hadn't get Julie drawn yet. She's in our coven. We didn't. We have to draw her. And
we
her
should do maybe a coven spread, like the.
We need one more woman to join our coven.
Okay, we're putting this out there, ladies of 2015.
Because I'm air and you're fire, and Julie's water. And what's the other one? Earth.
Earth. We need an earth. If you're an earthy female from 2015 who's just craving the 90s and the witchcraft,
really, really, really wants to do a spell and have a ritual.
Maybe a binding spell
about, or just
maybe something about the moon and or menstruation.
We should. I'm not even gonna go there. Yes. So if you're an earthy woman and you want to join our coven, I can't guarantee that it won't get weird, because sometimes boundaries get a little blurred, but that's the way the 90s are. Things are confusing. So join our coven, give us a call. You can be earth, the element of earth. You'll have to you'll have to stand at your quarter and call it out when it's time. That's really all you have to do. That's like your only job. And I don't know, maybe bring some stones, like a crystal.
Oh yeah, some crystals help with the witchcraft.
They do. I heard that.
Yeah.
So that's great. And so we're going to be filming the other part of our show in a couple of weeks. And we're going to Kinko's. Because where else do you go? And in between there, you'll be at the coffee shop. I'll probably be like following my boyfriend around.
Yeah, I'll be at 24-hour Home Depot and 24-hour Lucy's Lavanderia.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
I'll probably be at Jack in the Box at 4 o'clock in the morning.
24-hour Kinko's, 24-hour Jack in the Box.
We'll get some Jack in the Box, we'll go to Kinko's, and we're going to work on our zine. And we're going to absolutely like fill our 90s size hole like so hard.
Oh my gosh.
This is so good. I mean, it's just so wholesome. And nutritious.
This is therapeutic. It's as nutritious as a Jack in the Box 2 for 99-cent taco.
With an Oreo cookie shake. God, I love those. And just, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so nourishing. So thank you so much for joining us. Are we out of time? Is Amoeba kicking us out? They're telling us we have to go.
We gotta wrap it up. Okay.
Okay. So I didn't buy anything today from Amoeba because they were like $16.99 for the Magnapop record, or for the CD.
Yeah,
they're
ridiculous.
like almost $20 a CD, and the only thing cheaper is CDs in 2015.
Yeah, it's true.
Everything else is more expensive.
Yeah, because you could go see Magnapop in 1995 for $7.
Yeah, and now they're just, I don't know what they're doing now.
They might work at Amoeba now.
Probably so. Or Guitar Center or something.
Possibly Guitar Center.
In Hollywood, I don't know where they live.
Yeah, I know.
So some things got cheaper, like CDs. But anyway, we're going to Kinko's. We're going to work on our zine. I'll be drinking a bunch of Diet Coke in the meantime, and smoking some cloves, and basically just wasting my life, because that's what I do in the 90s, and it's awesome.
And it's beautiful.
I'm getting free coffee and doing some shoplifting and being really punk. I'm going to be like party fouling everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be cool.
I'm going to do a lot of falling down in public.
Nice. I'll be being behind a dumpster. Oh, good times.
All right.
Okay.
People of the future.
People of the future who are watching the show, please join us in a couple weeks at Kinko's. We're going to be working on our zine. If you want to be a character in our zine, email us.
We're going to be coming to you through the fax machine.
Email us your pictures of your best haircuts, your best outfits. Even if you were a little kid in the 90s or an old person, you still have a 90s size hole because you want Spice Girls and Teletubbies. And even if you were into horses and you weren't dressing like the 90s, you still were in the 90s, and there was still glitter somewhere on your person.
Oh yes.
Or on the horse, somewhere there was glitter.
Yeah.
So that's it. I mean, we have to go, so we'll have to get up our supplies and get going. But
Right. I stuck a couple of CDs in my bag.
Good for you. I'm not going to tell.
Thank you.
You're braver than me. I'm scared to get caught because I don't know. I'm just my mom will kill me.
Oh my God.